Hello everyone and welcome to this week's history video brought to you by the Clinton Public Library. This week we shall be taking a look at some bands throughout Clinton's history. Thanks to Clinton's rich music history, we have a wide breadth to share with you today, but as part of that, it is unlikely that we will be able to cover all of the bands beloved by our community. If you have any bands that you would like us to cover that aren't featured in this video, be sure to put them in the comments below. This is a sequel to our last video titled Musicians of Clinton, and we have once again used Indiana Memory as our source for all images and information about these bands. The music in the background of this video is from an unnamed guitarist born in 1916 in Vermilion County. To hear more of his favorite guitar songs and listen to him talk about the music of the 1920s and 30s in an oral history interview conducted by Keith Ludden in 1983, visit Indiana Memory via the link in the description below. First on the block is the Stormers, composed of Jim Howell, Sam Sweezy, Bob Gibbons, Jack Huffman, Mike Carrera, and Jerry Zanandrea. This band played throughout the 1960s and was managed by Mike Costello. Here they can be seen playing at a 4th of July celebration from the mid-1960s. Next off the chain is the Mail Express, seen here in a promotional piece photographed with their instruments and their vehicle. Performers were Steve Kuhn, Bill Randolph, Bob Howard, and Mick Lowry. They played throughout the 60s and were one of the early rock bands to shake the music up in the area from its roots. Heading off the rails and into the webs, it is the Spiders, composed of Chuck Klein, George Verzina, and Lee Chaney. They played at a Friday night dance at ISU and at the Silo, a restaurant in Clinton in the 60s. Heading back into the good old boys, we have the Bunsen-Born Band. This photo was taken by David Kyle in 1950. Included in this photo are Harold Dowell, William Soller Sr., Don Kyle, and Lo Lubavitch. With some heady tones of groovy rock, we have the Echotones. Seen here, we have Louis Bonomo, Sonny Myers, Phil Randolph, Bob Howard, Bill Randolph, and Donnie Bonomo. They were one of the first area bands to really take up rock and roll. They would regularly play at homecomings and teen dances in the mid-1960s. The music happened to run in the family, especially for the Bonomos, as the brothers' father, Joe Bonomo, owned a music store. He would sell instruments and assorted equipment to those in the area. Up next, we have the smooth, slicked-back gentlemen of the Golden Rhythm Kings. Pictured here at an unknown party, they would play at events throughout the 1930s. Their member makeup is George Vercoglio, Louis Musato, and Johnny Betaneschi. Last but not least is the Gilbert Brothers Band. Seen here in a photo, they have been entertaining in the Clinton area for over 30 years. The members in the picture are Joe Gilbert, Larry Gilbert, Terry Gilbert, Tom Gilbert, Dick Gilbert, and cousin Don Jackson. They were known for being from Blandford and playing at a multitude of local events. With that, folks, we must close out our stories for today. Don't worry, that doesn't mean that the show is ending. We are merely moving on to the next set of tales. The next refrain, if you will. We hope you enjoyed today's history video. Now it is time for the decrescendo as we reach diminuendo. Please leave a like along with any other tales of musicians, bands, or if you happen to listen to one of the bands in this video. We also take suggestions for future history videos, and we are looking to expand our musical knowledge of Clinton, so if you have any more information, please let us know. Thank you so much for watching this week's history video.